Hey guys, a little bit different tone right now, because I was in a conversation last night with somebody that kind of got me thinking about how people honestly look at you different when you tell them that there's something different about your body. I I was diagnosed at an early age with Legg-Calvé-Perthes disease. Went through some treatments, some of them which did work, and well, and some which didn't. And the conversation about it doesn't bother me. Like I'll explain it in a later video on how it's affected my life and what it really is, and break it down further. But it was the simple fact that somebody asked me again last night, why are you walking so funny? Well, I'm walking funny, honestly, because I got a bad hip. And I've, ever since releasing the last video showing the PT Cruiser off, I have gotten some questions about that. Most everybody that has seen the video has really they've approached me and said that, hey, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for the work that you've done with your car and everything, because they remember not too long ago I had a suspended driver's license and no vehicle from my own. But back to my hip. They asked mainly, well, why are you limping around? And I'm pretty well honest with it. And I'll tell them, look, I have a bad hip. So, and when it causes me pain, it causes a lot of pain. And all through growing up, I just kept hearing, you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, if I can't, then tell me what I can do. Tell me what I'm allowed to do. Okay. But I proved so many doctors wrong in the fact that they were so confused at the time because of when I was diagnosed. Nobody really knew what it was. There wasn't a lot of specialty in that field. But I'll go further into this in a later video. But what really got me is I told somebody last night that I want to try out for something, and I want to do something. Well, this something is very physical, mind you. But it hit home, and it reminded me of my younger days, that, oh, you can't do this because of your hip. And that's exactly what this person says. And I'm not naming this person out mainly because it did make me mad. But it really hurt me to think, wow, I'm no different from you. It might take me a second longer to run that run that distance, or, well, now that I've gotten fat, it's going to take me a little bit more time, to be honest with you. I'm sitting behind a computer most of the time at work. But he said, well, you've gotten older now, and you've got a bad hip. And normally I would snap because of, my little Irish fuse. But I didn't. I just looked at him and said, don't you ever put me in that category. Don't you ever think that I can't do something physical because of what I have, because of a condition. Because the moment you start putting labels like that on people, that's the moment you start hurting yourself. I have seen some amazing things out of people with so-called disabilities. I'll go into this further in a later video, but what I'm basically getting at is, do not underestimate anybody. Instead of telling everybody, no, you can't do this, no, you shouldn't do this because of physical reasons, or maybe some mental reasons or anything like that, tell them, try it. Go for it. What's the worst that can happen? You fail? Okay. Well, then get yourself back up. Dust that failure off and try again. But don't let anybody ever tell you that you cannot do something. And like I said, I'll update it in a further video. I know this is a bit of a change, but it's been coming. I think. There's a lot that I would like to share, and I think a lot that I need to share. But I'm gonna go for now. Gonna go find some stuff to write about. Honestly, right now. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for the people that have stood by me. I love all of you. Especially my family that was there for me during the times as a kid growing up and going through the things of people telling you can't do anything, that you can't do it. By God, don't let anybody ever tell you that. You try. You do your damnedest and you try. Don't let anybody ever tell you you can't do something.